Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are. Hey, real quick, if if you wanted to love yourself, how do you do that? I've heard the question, how do I love myself? Well, I know that we have been taught over the years that loving self is through, material things, money. If you have this, if you have that, if you dress this way or whatever that way, it's all good. But my thing is no. Um, Loving myself is pretty much accepting who I am, just the way I am. I have to truly embrace myself 24/7. You know, if I have to allow money to define me, so if my bank account is at one or is at 1 million, then that kind of like levels where I'm at. I don't think so. If I have to worry about the kind of car that I drive or think about the kind of clothes that I wear, how can I make a really, really, really amazing impression by my outwardly things? Then I don't love myself. For example, like my little hairline right here. I see amazing barbers 24/7 every week. I see them. I could sit in any one of their chairs and they could line me up in excellence and I could look all nice and crispy and wonderful, but that does not make who I am. That does not make me become this amazing, fantastic young man. It doesn't, that's not love. Sure, grooming and all that stuff is great, no doubt, but if I don't love myself, anything I do is not going to work. If I don't love myself, I could have all the money and still not be happy. So my point is, if I have to depend on my edge up to make you like me, if I have to depend on my bank account for you to like me, then I don't love myself, period. Because what if my bank account is empty? That means you're gone. That means I'm hurt because I depended on those things to carry me over. And you know how many people that I've seen that bust their butt 24/7 to have all of these things, to make sure their hair, nails is done, all this stuff is, but then they're hurt, they're in pain, they cry because, yeah, it's nice for a moment, but then it fades away just like that, so fast. Why? Because, yeah, when you look fabulous, when you have that nice money, you can buy this, you could do this, and you could do that. But then the person that is supposed to love you back is not there. They go away to the next person that has more. Don't love yourself. That's not love. Loving yourself is you have a stain on your shirt and you don't care what anybody thinks and you rock it as if there's no stain there. Loving yourself is just, you know what? When I came out the womb, this is how it came out. Whether it's my forehead is this big, my nose is this big, I'm this color, whatever, this is how I came out. I'm already complete when I came out the womb. Why do extra? Why do anything extra and out of that? Why? Why? So loving myself is accepting myself. And when I love myself and I accept myself, I draw all kinds of beautiness to myself. But when somebody attempts to use or finesse their way through to say, oh, I can do this for you, if you, that's not love. Love is just being mindful. Love, when you love yourself, everything comes to you. Even if you are a complete stranger that I don't know, never seen before, I'm supposed to love you unconditionally, speak life to you unconditionally because why? I love myself. But if I don't love myself, there's nothing I can do for you because since I don't like myself, how can I even be of any greatness to you? And so many people suffer all day, every day, 24/7, allowing material things, allowing the outwardly things that doesn't even matter, determine their future, determine their now, determine their happiness. And a lot of people are broken, sad, disgusted because they simply don't love themselves. So, how do you love yourself? How do you start right now to love yourself? That choice is yours. Your willingness to have a different perspective about yourself is yours. Finding your own worth and your own value. You are so amazing, but you don't even know it because you're so worried about, making that extra money, because you have that extra money and you can do this and you can do that. You look a certain way. Yeah, those are temporary fixes that can make you feel good for just a little bit, but it does not complete you. It does not make you whole. It does not make you happy. Loving yourself is pretty much removing any kind of nonsense that gets in the way of that. Are you willing to love yourself? Are you willing to give yourself a chance? Because love is love. It does not matter what you've been through. It does not matter. It does not matter. You know, I have a story. I have many stories. And I still love myself. I will never pretend for nothing for nobody. If you don't like me, you don't like me. I don't care. I don't care. You want to judge me? Judge me. I don't care. You best believe. Because I love myself, I will not judge you. That's a waste of time. I will accept you just the way you are. I will embrace you just the way you are, because love is love. Period. If you have $0, I don't care. I am going to love you. I'm going to hug you. Why? Because I love myself. That's where it starts. That's where it starts, with me. And everything else is beautiful. So now, are you willing to try to give yourself a chance to love yourself? You could ask yourself, how do you do this? Well, you have to change all the things that you've been doing all these years. It's all in your mindset on how you view things and how you view yourself. If you think you're a piece of crap, then guess what? That's what you are. And guess what? Everybody else will treat you the exact same way. But when you accept yourself, you love yourself, guess what? You demand that. People will, they just naturally treat you as royalty. They treat you as the way you treat yourself. So anyway, love yourself, man. Pat yourself in the back from time to time. Celebrate just a little bit. Appreciate yourself just a little bit. Don't depend on somebody else to acknowledge you, to appreciate you. Find your worth and then embrace it. Magnify it, because then when you love yourself, you can love your kids, you can love your friends, you can love your family, but most importantly, you can love yourself. Because when you're happy, everything else around you is happy. Period. Anyway, I'm Iffy 5000. Just had to get that off my chest. Have a great day. One love always. Peace already.